welcome back to our survival let's play on No Man's Land. We are now in July. Our first load, if you can I stand on here? Yep. Our first load of soybean has just turned ready to harvest over the back there, so we're going to start doing that. The soybean price has sort of peaked and it's started to come back down, so I'd like to get that done, and I'd like also not to break our header. I need these trees down really. I mean, not only is it going to make us a load of money, but it's started to get really annoying. I just don't want to sell them in bits like I've done with the others. I want to see if we can make more money than that. Also, the thing with this with soybean, oh, not soybean, sorry, this harvest, I'm not sure how long this fuel's going to last, so we might have to end up taking the Starrier up and getting some more fuel for the harvester. Obviously there's no straw with this, so it's just whatever we get. And then that one, I think field number 2, just over on the right hand side there, I think that should be ready next month, where the price is still hopefully going to be sort of decent. I don't expect a great deal of it, to be honest, but it's just something different to do more than anything. And once I turn the our like newer bit of land, there's going to be another arable field going there. Then we might start looking at sort of productions. In fact, there's no might. That's what I want to do. I want to start looking at productions. Talking of that new bit of land, you'll have seen it'll have been really short, but like I said in the last video, I spent the time off camera ploughing up this field, so that is now a grass field. It's fully fertilised. If we can see here, fully fertilised. So yeah, just waiting for that to grow, and we should get hopefully a lot of bales of that with the state it's in. It was painful ploughing it. It's absolutely brutal ploughing it. The subsoiler that I wanted, I'm sure I checked it and you couldn't create new fields with it. Although it acted as a plough, or give a ploughing state, you couldn't create the new fields with it, which obviously for us is a problem. Only at this stage. I mean, once the fields need re-ploughing, then it's not a problem. I'll be able to use that subsoiler, which is about, like I said before, it's about 9 grand. I think I used it in Elm Creek from what I remember. Regarding the money that we've got now, there's probably at least 3 bits of equipment that I want with it. We want a stone picker, because we've been saying that since day one. There's also a bigger cultivator. It's a mod. I can't remember who makes it. but it's got quite a decent, well, it's got quite a low sort of power requirement for it, so a new cultivator. And the third thing, a roller. I'll have to have a look, see what cheap rollers they are. Oh, and I mentioned lime spreaders as well, didn't I? I could just go on, to be honest. Just carry on saying bits of equipment that we want, or would like. The other thing I would need to get done as well, I say need to, the next sort of project is that bit over there, right in the background behind them trees there. That's our land as well. That's what we'll be turning into a new field, but I want to get the grass off it first. So we need to do that probably sharpish, so it'll give the bales time to ferment. Because that took a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Like I said, I timed it to 1% every 40 minutes. But we've seen how much of a money maker it is. It was absolutely great. I mean, if I on this game now, if I wasn't recording it and I wasn't making a survival let's play out of it, I would turn all our fields into grass fields and just make silage. 100% would do that, and would make a lot more money a lot quicker. I mean, that would get really boring to watch, like mega boring to watch. Even though, for me, playing it, grass work, I'd say is probably one of my favourite things on the game. I've always really enjoyed doing it. I love the mowing side of it. I think it's because you have to do quite a lot of actions, don't you, for sort of one job, if you know what I mean. Like, your aim is to get silage, but you have to do quite a lot to achieve that. And I think that's what I enjoy about it. I think these trees have hit a new growth stage as well, haven't they? I'm sure probably a couple of weeks ago now, but I was looking in the forestry section of ModHub, and there's nothing at all that's going to help us with getting them trees down. We'd be going back to just chopping them down and then putting them into manageable pieces. Which, I mean, like I said, we'd make a fortune, because them trees over there, it's 2 palletfuls, so it cost us £2,000. But the thing I don't want to do, like I said, is just spend that amount of time chopping them down and not getting the amount that we could potentially get from it. And that goes back to, we bought that new bit of land quite a while ago now, and it's only however many episodes on, which will be quite a few, that we've started making use of it, because I didn't want to start sort of chopping it up, putting it into different parcels of land, if we couldn't have made the most amount of money off it, and that was by taking the grass off it first. And at the time we just didn't have the equipment to do it, but I think we've made more money out of it the way we have done it than just going for sort of the quick hits, if you know what I mean. can't wait to get these rocks off these fields. I know once we get it, it's going to become tiresome, because rock picking it's really irritating. But it's one of them things we need to do. On a series like this, we need to do it. They're on, so we need to deal with them, and we've been waiting that long to be able to deal with them. And that now we've got an opportunity to do that, we'll need to do it. And to be fair, those are the rules that we set at the beginning of the Let's Play. Everything was turned up to the max, as hard as it can get it, or as I say hard, as challenging as we could get it. I know I'm having these sort of little transitions. There's just quite a bit going on in the house at the minute, so when I sort of hear noise in the background, I'm conscious to get it paused, or not the game paused, but recording paused. So that's what these little jumps, there'll have been at least 2 of them. Looking at what we've done, we've probably done half the field now, and we're only at 2,200, so I think we'd be lucky to get 5,000 litres off here. Although I say get 5,000 litres of air, I've just looked at the fuel reading, and there ain't much left in there. I think last time I drove this up to the store, didn't I? But it took absolutely ages. I'm not keen on doing that. Do you know, it might be to the point where it might be worth getting a diesel tank down here. In fact, I think that's a great idea. Because I mean, even taking the 6105, we could refuel that, and you can already see, well, you can actually see how much it takes just to drive back down. So yeah, I think that might be an idea. See if I know there's definitely some, but I just don't know how much they are. I will be amazed if we can finish this field though. Absolutely amazed. Oh, I tell you what I wanted to talk about. There was a couple of people from the last video who mentioned about repairing the tractor. I know, obviously I replied to I think every comment that I get, but with regards to repairing the tractor, there's a couple of points. On this, because we've got everything tuned up as high as what we've got, that Steyr, to repair that was unbelievably expensive. And I think we did it in one of the first couple of episodes. We spent the money repairing it, and within no time at all, it was back down to needing repairing again, because it's a second-hand tractor. And it was a complete false economy to do it. And I think I said at the time I would never do that again on that tractor, because it would be cheaper more efficient for us to buy a new tractor, which we did. We bought the 6105, and that's worked out a lot better. When we're repairing that, firstly it's not as much because it was a brand new tractor, and secondly it's not the repair rate is nowhere near as high as what it is on that Steyr. I mean, I'll have a look if we can, but I'll have a look to see what the repair cost will be on the Steyr. But I'm sure it was something like 8 grand, 8 or 9 grand to repair it, and it really isn't worth it for the time we got out of it. Within, I think it was about 2 in-game days, which is sort of 2 months. We've always played it 1 day per month on this series. It was back down again. I mean, and Giants did say that's sort of the general rule, isn't it? The second-hand tractors, you'll be repairing them more, because they'll start to what was the word I was going to, the wear and tear is going to be higher on them. The second thing was, there was another viewer who mentioned about the pallet forks are sticking because the tractor needs repairing. Now, I'm not saying that isn't right, because I don't know that it's right. However, on the base game maps, I've had the same experience, and the tractors haven't needed to be repaired. So that's something I'd have to try out. And I can't remember that from 19 either. I mean, sometimes the pallets used to stick on 19, nowhere near as bad as what they do on this one, but it was still a thing. But I can't remember the thing about repairing the tractors, and that'll prevent that. It's definitely something I'll look at though, even if I go onto a test map and just have a look at it on there before actually trying it on here. I mean, this harvester is about to fail at any time, isn't it? But going back to the comments, thanks to anyone who comments and sort of gives us tips or suggestions on the game. I really do appreciate it. And there's things that I'll learn as well. I've mentioned it before, like, I don't know everything about the game. I try, to be honest, to stay away from a lot of the stuff that's written. I try not to read because I like to experience it myself, and hand in hand with that, I'm not getting to watch other people's Let's Plays anymore to see what they do. Or I am, but not to the degree that I was. got this last strip here, and then we've just got that one on the back side, haven't we? And then we'll, if we can get that, we'll head straight up and get it all sold. Right, last bit. I will be absolutely amazed if we can get through this. What are we looking at? 2 more, aren't we? 2 more sweeps and then that's it. What do you think? Are we gonna do it, or is it gonna fail? Well, I was right about lucky to get 5,000 litres, barely getting 4. But we've made it. I can't believe. I mean, look at the fuel tank. It's absolutely empty. Like I said, we're going to take this straight up to sell it. The price peaked, I think, in June, and it's on its way down now. So quickly getting the styre. I know I've said it before, but I love the fact that when you first get into a tractor and press to detach, the pallet fork doesn't shoot off the front. That's such a good change compared to the last game. Right. I'll get this turned off once it's emptied as well. We'll barely have enough fuel to go and park it, I think. Right. We'll get that in. And let's get up to the store. I'll refuel this when we're up. I'll jump up because I'm conscious this video's already been going for a while. So yeah, we'll jump up to the store. Up at the store, I've just looked at the price. Where are we at? So we just over, sorry, just under 1,100. So we pretty much know what we're going to get. We've got 4,100 litres. So is that going to take us over the 50 grand mark? Yes, just. So 4,000, well, nearly 4.5 grand we got off that field. We'll get this filled up, and I'll probably get a few. In fact, no, I won't get a few cans of diesel because I'm looking to get a diesel tank down there, aren't I? Right, let's get this filled. and is there anything I want to take down? I don't think there is it? Because I want to cultivate the fields first. Or is there? I could. In fact, while I'm up here, let's park that over there. In fact, I'll save it first. Just bearing in mind what the game's been like. Let's have a look in used machinery as well, because I haven't looked at that for a couple of days now. Wow. 202,000. I mean, yeah, it'd be amazing. But no. Electric tractor, it's only 68 horsepower. Not really suitable. We don't need a chaser bin. And just far too expensive. And the horsepower requirement's ridiculous as well. So, cultivator. The one that I looked at, there's two, but one's slightly, the horsepower requirement's too much. It's these here. So we've got that 3 meter one, that 5 meter one, and that 8. I like the 8, but it's 120 horsepower requirement. And we just haven't got a tractor to pull it, not for 120. So we're gonna buy this one. I don't know what the difference is, but we're gonna go with heavy harrow. See, nothing seems to be changing. Heavy harrow, we'll keep everything the way it is. 6 grand. That will do. Tell you what else I'm going to do as well while we're here. Let's have a look, see how much it'll cost to repair this tyre. I think it's over here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, it's over 8 grand to repair it. And like I said, the last time I did that, it was back down within 2 days. It just was not worth doing. So, let's get back down to the farm. And then we'll see what we're going to do next. Right, I said we were going to see each other back down at the farm. However, I got back down and I thought, I need a stone picker first. And there's only really one that I could get. And that's that. I mean, it's tiny, but 25 grand gone. I mean, this whole no leasing thing is it just cripples you. On a series like this, it absolutely cripples you. Right, I will now see you back down there. Right, let's get this opened up. Does that do anything? Get switched on. Are we filling or are we not down or what? Let's go over this bit here. No, we're not filling. Are we not on the floor? Nope. Right. That does that. That does that. That does that. There we go. And we're not working. Why? Why aren't we working? Lift on, fold. Why aren't we picking up stones? I don't understand. They're stones. Stone picker is on. Why aren't we picking them up? What am I doing wrong? Plainly wasn't much in there, was I? Oh, what's going on? Why is this not working? Right, unfold. Lower. Switch on. Let's pick up some stones. No. I don't understand. Do you think we can pick up off the grass field? Because I know there's stones in that one still. So it doesn't want to pick up them either. Right, let us come back and I'll see why this isn't working. 2 seconds. Right, we're back on. Again, it's been quite a while since, it's been sort of over a day, might have even been 2 actually, since I recorded everything else. I don't know if it was in this video or if it was in a one of Calmston where I said things are going to be a bit strange for the next few weeks. This is just a said version of strange. You'll have seen that we had an issue with the stones, didn't we? So basically I couldn't pick the stones up when it was in when the field was in a harvested state. I cultivated it. I didn't have an issue after that. It was fine. So yeah, I know that's the crack now. We have to do that, but we shouldn't have an issue anyway, because once we cultivate it, we'll be stone picking anyway. You'll be able to see we haven't actually got that many stones off, to be honest. I thought we'd get a little bit more than that. I'm not bothered, because I definitely haven't bought this as a way of sort of making money or anything like that, because I know we're not going to. But that's the field done, and we've got just over 1100 litres of stones. All we're going to do, we'll save it up, and we'll take it up in a wanna. I already know this video is going to be really long, so I'm going to leave it there. I feel like we've got a load done, and the series, as we go on now, is in a really, really good position. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.